Shiesty just
All right, guys. Welcome back to today's Scholars. Appreciate y'all for coming. All right. So today, guys, we're gonna branch off from what we've been doing in Mr. Postleways class to understanding the branches of the government, right? And we all know there's 3 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, but before we get started in that, I just got a quick question for you guys. Let's just say that we were going to make a new rule for our classroom, and the rule will affect everybody, but only one person gets to pick what that rule is. All right? And I want you to think back real quick and just be like, how did that feel? Was it fair? And what if we had a group that could check that rule? You know what I'm saying? Let's just say the person got up and said, everybody wearing red get extra credit. Would that be fair?
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How would that make y'all feel?
That make me feel like I'm controlled because they're telling me.
Make you feel controlled, like you didn't have a say in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect. That leads us up to why we have 3 branches of government, so they can check on each other so no one gets too much power. That make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's dive into it, guys. Let's dive into it. All right, just like we said, the United States government is divided into 3 distinct branches: the legislative, executive, and the judicial, man. Understanding this structure is crucial as it defines how the power is distributed throughout the 3 branches. How it promotes accountability, and like I said, no one gets too much power. All right, here's an overview here. First, we're gonna start off with the legislative branch. Pretty simple. Legislative branch, y'all repeat this for me.
Legislative branch
Makes laws. Thank you. So it consists of the House of Representatives and the Senate. Members are elected to represent the interests of their constituents and work together to draft, debate, and then pass legislation. So that's what they do. All right. Then you have your executive branch, which enforces the laws. Right. That's your president, your vice president, cabinet members. This one, they're in charge of enforcing laws passed by Congress, right? Basically our national defense. All right, then the last but not least, you have your judicial branch, which interprets the laws. That's your judges, your courtrooms from the Supreme Court to civil court, things like that. They are the final authority on all legal disputes, even when those disputes are between the houses, right? Makes sense? All right, so we got the legislative branch, the role and responsibilities. The legislative branch, like I said, is made up of the House of Representatives and the Senate, and it plays a vital role in shaping the laws of the nation. All right, it not only drafts and votes on legislation, but it also serves to represent the interests of the citizens to ensure that the actions of the executive branch align with the laws that's passed. Okay, see how that they checking into each other? We're gonna get into that later. We're not gonna get into those. Then we get into the executive branch and their roles and responsibilities. They're tasked with the enforcement of laws passed by Congress and is headed by the President of the United States. This branch also plays a crucial role in shaping foreign policy, ensuring national security, and administering various federal agencies. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little rundown here of the President's powers and duties. His role is defined as the Commander-in-Chief. He sets the foreign policies, appoint key officials, sign legislation into law, and then he has veto power over Congress. All right. Then we get to the judicial branch. All right. And with the judicial branch, the roles and responsibilities for them are maintaining the rule of law, safeguarding civil liberties. They interpret the Constitution, resolve disputes, and ensure that laws are applied fairly and justly across all cases. We good so far? All right, Just keep it moving. All right, so remember earlier I was like there's high courts and low courts? Well, this is a breakdown of all those right here, the hierarchy of the courts right here. So at your probably lowest level, you have the district courts. Those are trial courts where federal cases are initiated with jurisdiction over various types of cases. Then a level up from that would be your circuit courts, also called appellate courts. Sorry about that. That review appeals from the district courts. So when stuff can't get resolved in here, it moves on up. All right, it's the hierarchy there. All right. Then last but not least, you have the highest court in the land, which is the Supreme Court. This is the ultimate authority. They interpret the Constitution and federal law, often handling cases of significant national importance. So not just your everyday stuff. It got to be something about America. All right. Then we go into these next couple slides are going to go into how like the different branches work together and then they check on each other. That checks and balances.
Josiah Robinson, please come to the front office. Josiah Robinson, please come to the front office.
All right. So you got the legislative versus executive. Legislative branch holds the power to create laws and can check the executive branch by overriding presidential vetoes with a 2/3 majority in both houses of Congress, ensuring that the president's decision can be challenged and legislative intent is preserved. So the president doesn't necessarily have the ultimate power. He has to answer to somebody and then vice versa. That makes sense? So he come up with a law that's not good for the whole, they can veto it and vice versa. So then on this one is executive versus judicial. The executive branch has the authority to appoint judges to the judicial branch, influencing the interpretation of laws. However, these appointments are checked by the Senate, which must confirm the nomination, maintaining a balance of power between branches. Right? And this stops the executive branch from getting too powerful over the judicial branch by just putting anybody in office or in those courts and making them judges and things of that nature. Right? So, the three branches of government work together to uphold democratic principles, prevent the concentration of power, and protect citizens' rights. Each branch has distinct functions that contribute to the overall stability and fairness of the system. Right? So, that right there was a quick spiel on understanding the three branches of government. Do we have any follow-up questions, guys, or anything I need to go back over?
No, good.
Pretty much understand that?
Yeah.
All right, God. Thank you for this day. Thank you for your time today. I have an exit ticket for us to do before we leave today, and that would be that.